welcome to another episode of the ARTbopSHOW. I'm DJ Kings, or otherwise known as Audio Storm Rocker, and I'm with Jim Jones and the People's Temple today. Two of the guys, Glenn and Red. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
So to start off with, for those who don't know, Glenn, you're the singer-guitarist.
Yeah.
And Red, you're drummer, bongos.
Yeah, things that make noise. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. I've seen you guys a couple of times. I think once at the Incubator and once at the Brewers Bar.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That was the last time
yeah.
I saw you.
That was a good gig, that one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
What was that?
That was with Michael, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite
Yeah, yeah.
trippy one, that one. It was good.
Rock and Roll Backlash, was that what it was called?
I think it was, eh?
Was it? I don't know.
I think it was looking at Backlash. Yeah.
Yeah, and interesting, that time you had, of course, Red on bongos, but the previous time I saw you, I think, you actually had a drummer, eh?
Oh, yeah, Seb Burton's playing drums, yeah. Aaron was out of town. Overseas, maybe. Can't remember now.
Where was I? Samoa, maybe. I don't
Probably.
know. yeah, somewhere else. Stand in.
But your normal lineup is bongos.
Yeah. Bongos, cajon, box. Yeah, pretty much. I've got electric drum kit, but I'm not sure I want to really use it yet. I haven't used the kit for ages, so I'll get back into it. I just need to mess around on it a bit more, but it's electric as well, so it's not quite acoustic sound, is it?
Yeah, electric drums is quite a contrast, eh? From
They do sound a bit better. It's not like the Miami Vice sort of sound.
No.
do. Yeah, sounds a bit more like a kit, but yeah, they're all right. It's just for me to mess around of more than anything else. But something to do at work.
Bongos suits you guys though for the acoustic kind of sound.
Yeah, definitely. We've had a few practices with me playing electric guitar and the electric drums, and obviously once we get Matt on the electric bass and Storm on the violin, it actually works. So we'll probably will do a gig like that in the future.
Oh,
Electric
cool.
set.
Yeah.
Bit of a more rockier kind of sound, or
Yeah.
louder sound. Yeah. So I guess you guys should do the talking. So first question I'll ask really is, tell me a bit about the history of Jim Jones and the People's Temple.
We just started it out for fun, really, didn't we? Just jamming in the garage and fun, and yeah, we didn't really plan on doing anything with it. It was just something to do.
Yeah. Not really dreaming big or anything. Giving up work the next year or anything like that. So yeah. Just for kicks really. But it's always good. Got to have a hobby.
Got to have something on the go with music, eh?
Oh, definitely.
Because before that you were with Storm Eater, eh?
Yeah. Oh, when we first started, I was still in Storm Eater at the time, and we were just jamming for fun. Because we were a two-piece for ages before we ended up having Storm join the band and then Matt as well. So, so it kind of just went from there, really. We thought we might as well do a gig, so we did Burning Wang.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first ever gig. That was pretty cool. So we just kept going.
It seemed a good idea at the time, so yeah. Seems alright.
What year was that?
Oh, must be a couple of years ago now. About 2 years ago, eh?
Nah, it's gonna be 3 or 4, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Time goes, man.
Yeah. That's pretty
It's
crazy.
must be nearly 4 years, I reckon.
Far out.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't it?
You got to tell us about the name, man.
Yes.
Lennon.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
that's your
I actually did it for a joke.
your blame.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't. I think it was even before we started jamming. I just made this band page, Jim Jones and People's Temple, and I never really planned on doing anything with it.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I thought it was such a funny name, and I wanted to bags it, so so it was on.
So it's kind of like a joke band page, or just a page, really.
Yeah.
Started off as a joke. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Happened to do the sermons all the time in the Kool-Aid. Yeah. It's a bit of a commitment.
It's an interesting name because I was on YouTube the other day, and I thought, I'll look up some more Jim Jones and People's Temple. And the only thing it came up with, of course, is the radical Christian cult group from the 70s.
Yeah.
So I have to admit, this is the first time I've discovered this. Tell us about your. I know it's a joke, but tell us about your kind of connection or your interest in that.
Oh, when I was a kid, my old man used to always watch documentaries about that stuff, like all the Waco, Texas stuff and the Manson family and stuff like that. And I thought it was hilarious. And
As you do as a kid.
as he does kids,
Serial killers.
But the old man's interested in heaps of stuff. Like he watched heaps of documentaries on Nostradamus and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm just interested in all that sort of stuff. It's just strange how people can blindly follow someone like that. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, and Charles Manson had a separate cult group, from Jim Jones.
Yeah, Manson family. Yeah.
Fun and games, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good songs though. He did a couple of good songs.
He's got some great songs. Yeah, really good. So if anyone hasn't heard them, I highly recommend checking out his music.
His art's not so good though. He just got married, didn't he?
Yeah, he did
Charles Manson.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still going.
Goodness.
Yeah, I think his wife's like 19. Or
Yeah,
something.
she's pretty
Oh
young.
God.
It's rock and roll. Can't touch her though.
When I googled Charles Manson, the first thing that comes up on Wikipedia as an occupation is criminal.
Career criminal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much was.
That's what he's known for. He's pretty good at it, so stick to what you know.
He's got his eyes, man. He's got the craziest eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember must be about 15 years ago, he said that he'd sign his own death sentence if he could have sex with the Spice Girls.
We can make that happen. We're going to kill them with you.
Yeah.
It's a death sentence for everyone. He's got AIDS.
And talking about Charles Manson, you wrote a song about him called the Charlie Song. Is that
Charlie Don't Surf.
Charlie Don't Serve? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
When in one of the, I think it might be in the Sharon Tate murders, when the Manson family broke into the house, I'm pretty sure it was her house that happened, and they just wrote Charlie Don't Surf on the wall in her blood, so it was one of the sayings that they said, because I think they just hated surfies. So it was pretty much, yeah. But I think because they were trying to start a race war at the time too, so they were hoping that coloured people would get blamed for the crimes that they were committing. So it was the whole plan that they had.
Chaos, wasn't it?
Yeah, just causing chaos. Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the sayings they wrote on the wall, was Charlie Don't Surf. So yeah, that's how I started writing the song, Charlie Don't Surf, he don't skate. Yeah.
And that was found on the wall after one of those big incidents, when I'm not sure if it was mass suicide or when.
Yeah, they basically went to hyper rich people's houses and killed them and wrote stuff on the walls.
Oh right,
Yeah.
so this was one of those rich
Yeah.
houses.
I'm pretty sure it was Sharon Tate, because she was married to Roman Polanski, and it was Roman Polanski's house. I'm pretty confident it was that one. Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do, because he was pretty pissed off that he hadn't had a music career and all these rich people were kind of not taking him seriously and all that sort of stuff.
God, that's another way of redefining envy, eh?
Kill you.
Yeah. Pretty crazy part of history.
He was hanging around with a few people there, wasn't he?
Beach
Charles
Boys.
Manson, yeah, Beach Boys. He was
And
hanging around
Bee
with.
Gees.
Yeah. Bee Gees. It's pretty funny. Could have done a lot for them.
Yeah.
So he would have been done for life in prison, eh?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
never
multiple
getting
times,
out. Yeah.
But he's out now, eh?
Charles Manson.
No.
No, he'll never
He'll
never leave.
I think he did come up for parole recently, but of course they didn't let him out. He's another.
He's never going to get out. Can't trust a guy like that. You don't know what he's going to do.
So must he?
Crazy iconic figure. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's like the most famous serial killer, basically.
Yeah.
Could be a politician or something maybe when he gets out.
Well, anything goes, man. I
He
mean,
got
with
more values.
Yeah, he probably does.
probably more values than Donald Trump, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Cartoon character he is, isn't he? Yeah, it's quite funny.
That's crazy what's going on. Anyway, back to Jim Jones and the People's Temple. The sort of style. Describe your style.
It's quite hard to describe.
It is.
Yeah, it's always one I struggle with when someone asks you, well, what sort of stuff do you play? And I can, it's always pretty hard to try and, I don't know, some stuff's a bit like Rolling Stones, but it's not as bluesy as their sort of stuff, or, I don't know, who can you think of? The sound.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've always thought of it as like across between punk and folk rock, somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah, that's a good description.
Yeah, I've never really come up with a genre thought, that I can think of as such. Yeah.
I noticed on your band page on Facebook, you described it as rockabilly suicide jingles.
Or that one, yeah. Not very jingly though, are they?
Not really.
There's a lot of it's catchy, man. There's a lot of syncopated rhythm with what you do on the acoustic guitar and the bongos.
Yeah.
It's sort of, it actually reminds me of, don't know if you've heard of them, a band from about 20 years ago called Jana Jana, with Pete Fountain. You know Pete?
Oh yeah, I've heard of Pete Fountain, but I don't know any songs.
He had a sort of similar style, I guess, because he had acoustic guitars and percussion.
Oh, yeah.
So that it reminds me of them.
Let's give it a listen.
Yeah, actually, you guys should do a gig with Pete. Come to think of it.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. You have to find stuff on the net, eh?
Oh yeah. Well, just have to listen to that, see what it's like, see if it's the same.
Yeah. I think this new stuff is a little bit more, maybe more mainstream than Jana was. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, we're trying to stay away from that angle.
Yeah.
One that he thinks commercial, which is a new one, but
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Yeah, I know stuff's quite manic as well. I think sometimes some of the tracks, I don't know if that's down to me as well, really.
Yeah.
My beats are quite, I don't know, there's not many gaps a lot of the time. So yeah, then it changes every time we play a lot of the time, so it's a evolving style, I'd say. Still not finished.
It's got quite a sort of a what's the word? Almost hypnotic kind of groove to your songs, that it'll trance you, sort of kind of acoustic trance, if you like.
Not in a weird German 80s way or anything. Yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, some songs, like the song we did with David was quite similar to that as well, wasn't it? It was quite trancey, and
That's right.
Yeah.
we did for the poets.
Yeah, for last year's poetry.
Yeah. That was real cool. We have to record that as well, didn't we, at some point?
What was the name of that song?
The Archaic Dream? Maybe?
Archaic Dream,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Archaic Dream. It was like a 10-minute
Poem, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
The instrumental
It's like a
poem.
10-minute poem, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, you've got some great names for really out there names. Another one is, and I just saw this on, you posted up on Facebook, Only an Epiphone.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get the inspiration for that name? I mean, I could guess, but...
Yeah, I was doing Moronsville Battle of the Bands with Storm Eater, and there's a guy in the crowd, and he was like, he must have thought I had Les Paul or something, and he was just like, and he goes, it's only an Epiphone. I thought it was pretty funny, so I was talking about it.
I thought so, But
cool.
hey, man, Epiphones are come into a class of their own now, man.
Yeah, that's right. It's not like it used to be, is it?
No. Well, in actual fact, Paul McCartney used to play Epiphone basses.
Is that right?
Back in the 60s. So they just got a bad reputation, I think, because they brought out a cheaper line.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I imagine that's where the inspiration came from. Because you kind of, as a musician myself, always sort of wonder, oh man, are people looking at my brands?
What about your brands? It was a crowd favourite, that one, isn't it? Epiphone.
Yeah. It's fun to
Everyone
play.
gets into that one.
Yeah, man.
It's quite a memorable one for a lot of people for some reason, so yeah. It always works. And it slags off your old band as well.
Oh, it does too.
In a fun way, obviously. Yeah.
So is that an older song in the sort of 2 years or 3 years that you've been together, or?
Yeah, I wrote that one when I was still in Storm Eater, but it wasn't quite finished at the time. Yeah. So.
It's one of the ones you didn't think would work, didn't you?
Yeah.
As a acoustic. But yeah, it came out pretty well.
That's interesting. So it's almost like while you're still in Stormeter, you were already moving on and writing different material.
Yeah, because there was a lot of stuff that didn't really suit Stormeter anyway, so yeah. So it was quite fun to do something different. It was hard to learn to play chords that weren't power chords.
Challenge of acoustic. Yeah.
Fun though.
You can actually hear everything you're actually playing. You can't get away with fucking things. Yeah. Like just blends into the noise. Yeah. I don't have that problem so much, but yeah. Well, in different ways, I suppose, but yeah. That's all good.
Do you? I know when people get interviewed, they there's a real resistance to talk about the past. But do you mind talking a little bit about Stormeter while we're here?
Doesn't bother me.
Cool. I was going to ask you, you got a bit of success with Stormeter because I know you've made some pretty big connections with the band with Paul Martin and the Axe Attack.
Yeah.
And I never, unfortunately, got to see you guys live. But anyway, what was I gonna? What did I want to ask? Well, tell us about sort of your highlight with Stormeter. You know, like best gig or best sort of exposure you had.
The highlight personally for fun for me would have been when we did one of the Morrinsville Battle of the Bands over there, and we did it just for fun and just had a fun evening and got on the piss on the way over there, and we never expected to get anywhere and couldn't even remember playing the gig. But it was fun. We had a great night and we were just taking the piss, and then we ended up I can't remember whether we won it or got through the next round or whatever happened there, but yeah, it was a fun night, so it was probably my highlight. but personally, like my like just the amount of songs we wrote, like Michael Sutherland, who was the lead guitarist at the time when we first started, me and him wrote so many songs together, like heaps of songs, probably enough for three or four albums even. But yeah, that's the highlight, just the writing process really. So,
Yeah. I know what you mean, actually.
Why Michael writing for us?
So Michael Sullivan, I think I've seen his name mentioned with Jim Jones and the People's Temple. Has he filled in for you guys at any?
Yeah, he played that gig at Brewers.
Yeah, Brewers Bar, yeah.
And he's going to be playing the Acoustic Showdown as well. So.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
On lead guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a good addition to the band, really. It gives it a slightly different sound. It's quite... The what was it, the Brewers one we did was quite doorsy sound to it. It was very atmospheric what he was playing, and it just fits really well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he made some effects, man. I think you probably read it in my ARTbop review. I'm sure at some stage he made it sound like a didgeridoo.
Yeah, it was quite trippy a lot of the time. It was good. It was real good to play as well.
He's got an organ pedal.
That's right. Yeah,
organ
Is that what?
He's quite out of it.
So, Red, were you in Stormeter as well?
Nah, no. I came after that. I just met Glenn. I think I used to go and see a few of their gigs before they split up, obviously. But yeah, I just turned up on the scene and met Glenn, and I don't know, a few months later we decided to start doing some stuff. I hadn't played for, I don't know, I'd been in the country for 5 or 6 years, I think. And I hadn't done hardly anything music-wise, so I was missing that a bit. And I used to play in some bands in England before I left.
Oh, tell us about that.
So the last band I played in was, I don't know, it was quite a strange mix. A lot of different influences in there. What was it, 4 of us? That was called the Ambrose Giants.
Cool name.
But we did like 3 gigs in the course of 2 years. So we'd practiced, but we were one other things as well. So one of the guys, I don't know if you ever watch, what's it called, The Voice? It might be called The Voice, that horrible show on TV.
I've heard of it, but
Yeah,
I
they turn
didn't.
around in the chairs and that. One of the guys that was in the band, he went on that with his wife. He's really talented. I think he did more for exposure more than anything, and he just turned up wearing. Nah, he dresses quite strange anyway, but yeah, he's a real talented guy. Bill, they're called Billy and the Multiple, I think they're called now. But it's very instrumental as well. But yeah, so these guys played. We had a accordion player as well,
Oh, cool.
and another mate Duncan who was in another band with me previous on guitar. So that went from jazz to really strange folk stuff, and it's quite a different mix actually. And then I was in a band before that which was quite folky, sort of folk trying to be rock but not quite achieving the rock side. But we gigged heaps in Bristol, so that was the Wind Marbles. It was a different band again, and these guys are all carried on doing their own thing after I left. So, but they're all doing good stuff still. I think it's quite a small scale, but yeah, it was good fun to play in. Really did heaps of gigs in Bristol, so it's good times. Not very straight for most of them, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Good
It's all
gigs.
rock and roll, man.
Yeah, well, we got to play a lot of different venues, like real well-known venues in Bristol, and supported some other guys, and yeah, it's good scene to be in. Really good.
Cool, man. And it sounds like the style you were doing, sort of the acoustic rock kind of style, was a good lead into Jim Jones, even though it was 5 years later.
Yeah, a little bit different. Ours is probably a bit more energetic than the stuff I was doing before, but I was always leaning towards that side because I don't know, I like drum and bass and that sort of stuff as well. So that influence comes through for me in the rhythm, even if it's not a drum and bass song, like Black Dog or something like that. That's pretty like a drum and bass beat I'm doing pretty much on that one. So, but yeah, I quite like to infuse different things in there. It's quite cool.
Oh, man.
Different beats.
And have you thought about, as well as the bongos, having other kind of percussion or other drums?
We got a couple. You bought few things at what was it, a church closing down or something? Which is quite appropriate for Jim Jones.
Church closed down. They sold all their percussion stuff, so I just bought hyper stuff for a couple $100. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, it's congas and like chimes, a few things like that. And I think I can't remember what it's called now. You bang it and it makes a weird noise. I can't remember what it's called. It's a
A
percussion
gong?
thing.
No.
No, it's like a wooden thing with a ball on the end, and he gives that rattlesnake sort of.
Oh, yes.
Forgot
Pretty
the
cool.
name of
Those
it.
are cool. Yeah.
So we might be incorporating that, but that's as far as it goes. Apart from the cajon and the bongos at the moment.
You'll be bringing all of that new percussion gear to the incubator
No,
gig?
probably not.
Oh, go on.
Not been onto the congas for a while. I used to play congas back in the other band I was in England.
Oh, cool.
Years ago. But yeah, I don't know. I've not found a place for them yet, as such. It's all been good with the cajon and the bongos for now.
I should bring the congos along
Bring along
to.
something to do. Because we got I don't think Ali's back.
No.
Because we've been girl Ali, friend, who's been collaborating with us a couple of times, and she's singing as well. So she's really good, real good voice. She plays guitar and she writes a bit of her own stuff too. So I don't know. I think we're going to be working with her a bit in the future.
Oh, nice.
That was the gig that he didn't play at the incubator.
And she filled in on for vocals, obviously.
Well,
Was
the gig ended, didn't it? For you, it wasn't happening.
Oh,
Glenn was incapacitated until he could play any songs, so yeah, I wasn't there, so unfortunately I didn't witness it, but yeah.
so that was another sort of return to the Morrinsville gig.
I think it was slightly more wasted than that.
Yeah, it didn't even work, did it? It didn't even play.
Look.
I did the next morning now, but yeah. The acoustic come down. Yeah, that was good.
So you've got some other members in the band. Storm on violin.
Yeah,
And
Matt as well.
Matt on bass, is it?
Yeah. And he's obviously in Super Narco as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Matt's really good. He's in a wheelchair at the moment because it's a continual problem with his leg
Oh,
that he's
nice.
got. So he's got operation on his knee. So he'll be in a wheelchair at the next gig, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, he loves it.
Yeah, but that's not going to be a long-term handicap for him.
Ah, no, he'd be all good. It's been a continual problem for him, and he's just finally got the operation done, so he's just got to get over that now.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Be back
Oh, that's
to
good.
falling over on stage, whatever he does. But yeah, no, he's real good, and Storm's come along pretty well as well. Like she's got now got a pick up on her violin, so everyone can hear her really well now.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, you can actually hear what she's doing properly now. So it's real another addition as well. So it's all coming together quite well. Full sound with Michael as well. So when we do all the get together, it's good.
Yeah, so that would be five piece.
Yeah.
Or 6 with the
With
new.
Ali,
With Ali as well. But yeah, she's not been along for the full set yet with everyone there. So yeah, should be that'll be pretty interesting, I think. Be almost getting like one of them mega bands.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
Totally like who can I think of? Okay, for lack of a better name, this is a terrible example, but Chicago, you know. Or,
like the Funkadelic, like
Oh yeah.
Parliament. They had like 30, 40 members just like on stage just playing weird stuff.
I can't remember the name of the other band, but I can't think of who they are now.
Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zeros.
Yeah, there's them as well. Yeah, a few people are doing it, and they just have. These guys just seem to have hangers on, don't they? They just. I don't know what they're doing. Half of them, they're just in the background swaying around or something.
yeah. Well, some of them, like if you're, I don't know what it's like for Storm on violin, but if there's no need for, say, a violin, you'd be sort of standing there twiddling your thumbs a bit between violin parts. But I think she plays most songs there.
Yeah.
She seems to be able to like fill in rhythm parts through the verses and stuff, just to keep her doing stuff. Yeah,
Like kind of like rhythm, sort of staccato, or
and then just gets louder when she needs to play louder parts.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Because that can sound cool, eh? Like the low violin notes, kind of like playing muted guitar, eh?
Yeah.
But I think we were practicing, and she was playing what Michael was playing when they were playing a pretty similar thing, and you've got a bit of a stereo effect going on, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
So it'd be quite cool to see what that sounds like when we do get set up properly, the incubator. So it's going to be a bit of an experiment. But yeah, it should sound good though, definitely fuller sound.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have in a band, because it gives connection with, especially for folk music, with the sort of the Celtic tradition with violin in there.
Yeah.
But also, I'm thinking of, okay, here's another mainstream bad example maybe, but The Cause with the violin.
Yeah, opposite way though. More men than women, unfortunately. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, get in there. Get her dancing maybe as well. A couple of jigs. I probably got the closest Irish connection out of everyone, but I'm staying sat down for now. Yeah, I don't think we've got any other instruments coming in at the moment.
No, not just yet.
I quite fancy learning the trumpet, but yeah, that's a way down the line. That is. But yeah.
That would be quite a contrast in a way to sort of the acoustic rockabilly sort of sound, having the trumpet in there.
Definitely. Couldn't overuse that one because it would just take over, I think, that sound.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even when a trumpet is unmiked, it's loud, eh?
Yeah, you can't do anything about it, can you? Maybe muted, but
Hey, that could work.
but it's still, it still works pretty well. Yeah, I've seen that work really well in bands. But yeah, I know that's a future project. There's loads of stuff I'm trying to learn. It's not happening at the moment. I've been learning guitar for 5 years, but it's not happened.
Not happening.
Keep learning the same 2 chords. That's as far as it gets. But although we played on what was it? The Lou Reed one.
Oh, yeah, Venus and
Venus and
Furs.
Furs, yeah. Played on that one, but that was pretty basic, isn't it? Yeah, just doing the detuned guitar. But yeah, that's as far as I go on that sort of thing.
Did you say Lou Reed?
Yeah.
Well, so was that like a tribute or?
Yeah, we do quite a few Velvet Underground songs, and T-Rex songs. because they're quite influential, those two bands, on our sound, really.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, Lou Reed, I can hear that in your flavour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially those drone songs like that. They're fun to play, especially with the violin. Like
Yeah,
last night,
yeah.
it sounded great. It was good.
yeah, droning's good. Anything that's sort of, yeah, as you said, hypnotic. It's real. I don't know. It's real nice to play. Like playing that's obviously energetic stuff as well. But yeah, the droning stuff's always good to get in for a certain mindset. It's all good.
It is actually, and it's like Parliament and Funkadelic and all that stuff too, that gets into a groove and builds up, which you probably couldn't do if you were progressing through all these chords.
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah. It has to be a longer song as well, doesn't it? Really has to.
Yeah.
We've got a few songs that have been extended actually
Yeah.
in that way, which I think, I don't know, works for us. I don't know if it works for the audience. But yeah, really like the sound of it, so we could go on all night doing that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I think maybe we will do an extended set at some point
Yeah.
with extra droning going on.
Tell us about some new songs that you guys have written.
Oh, we've got a really extremely mellow song we've just started doing, and so that's quite fun because it's a different angle, different sound.
Yeah,
And
good to break up the set with that one.
yeah, and it's a love song, so it's different sort of different vibe going.
No
on.
one dies in it, or
Oh, really?
no demons or anything in that song.
So there's no sort of dark
Not yet, anyway.
ness to it.
No, it's a love song.
Oh, really? Quite pure then.
Yeah. We've got quite a few love songs on the go at the moment, so might end up turning that direction a bit more too.
Okay.
A bit like Charles Manson's done in jail, I think. Yeah, been affected. But yeah, the new stuff's sounding really good.
So you're saying like quite sort of ballad in its style, like as a typical love song, or is it upbeat?
No, very ballad like, and with Ali singing with us as well, we'll probably end up having a lot of female vocals, like doing,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, doing like duets maybe,
Harmonies.
all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a different sound, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, try and make it Jim Jones in some way or another.
Yeah.
Still hang in there. So, but yeah, the other stuff's pretty good too, isn't it? The Marquee and but they're that one's not so mellow, is it? But
Yes.
yeah, just fresher sound as well and a different sound again.
Mm.
Still Jim Jones though.
That's Marquee, is it?
Marquee is the one.
Oh, Masquerade.
Masquerade, sorry.
Masquerade.
Marquee. Maybe it could be Marquee.
Could be.
Masquerade's better. Yeah, no, they're really good. So that's what we were doing the other night. It's pretty fresh for everyone. So, and it sounded pretty good, surprisingly, since we
Yeah.
hadn't jammed together for ages. So yeah, everyone fits quite well together, which is quite good. You can just come in and play, and it doesn't sound terrible if we haven't been playing for ages. And this was new stuff as well, so.
It's good to take a bit of a break because when you come back, you feel revitalised and the music's
yeah.
fresher.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially as most of the sets we've done have all been pretty similar for a while because we've had new stuff going, but just not had a chance to work on it with everyone, and so it's been the same sort of set for quite a while. So yeah, you get a bit bored of doing the same things, almost like playing in the covers band, but not quite bad.
A lesser evil.
yeah. At least it's your stuff you're playing, so you can. Yeah, it's all good.
So you must be looking forward to this gig coming up then with this new material.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Try and get as much in as we can, I think. And just new stuff for everyone's ears. So, Incubator was a good crowd, so it's a good place to do it as well. Even if it goes wrong, it's not too bad at Incubator. You don't get booed off or anything.
No. So for everyone out there, tell us the date and time for that gig.
I know it's September the 5th, but I'm not sure about the time. I'm thinking 7:30.
You might remember, eh?
It's the 5th, right? Or
Yeah.
the 8th?
Yeah, 5th. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like later around like 7 something. But yeah, just check it out on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, we'll put a link on our Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I've got no idea. Leave those details to the last minute.
And you're one of 4 bands. So tell us about the other bands that are going to be on the bill.
Yeah, we've got the Profit Motive, and I'm pretty sure it sounds like there's a new member in the band,
That's
so
right,
it sounds
yeah,
like they're
different
2-piece
guy,
now,
yeah,
so that'll
yeah.
be cool. The guy from Future Theft, so that's going to be
They're
pretty
very
cool.
political songs, these guys. So, but yeah, they always sound good. Rocking it out on his acoustics, giving it to the man. That's pretty much his angle, isn't it?
Sort of like a more maybe modern or radical version of
Like Woody Guthrie sort of thing, or sort of thing like
yeah.
that. His guitar kills politicians. It's pretty much his angle on it.
That's quite interesting,
it's
eh?
good to
Like
hear.
when you got someone, I mean, it's going to be even more interesting to him too. But when you've got someone who's just playing acoustic and singing, when they're singing about politics, it just gives it that a little bit more.
Yeah. He's got a pretty unique sound as well, and he's
Definitely.
pretty good. He's a nice guy as well, so they're always good to watch. This new stuff that he was bangs out and what he's put into rights or trying anyway. So, but yeah, that was the other bands. Liberated Squid.
You got Liberated Squid playing acoustic. Yeah.
Of course,
It's going to be
It's going to
interesting.
be awesome.
playing acoustic too. Wow.
It's a challenge, isn't it? Yeah. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, me too. That will be a challenge for them, that are holding back. But no, I think I can imagine it. Yeah,
Definitely. It'll be fun.
Who else is playing?
Airs and Disgraces.
That's the Airs and
Yeah.
Disgraces. We've not done a gig with them for a while, have we?
Yeah, but we have done heaps of gigs with them, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Kim and Jason, they're always good. Good
They're,
act.
they're not a band that I'm familiar with. What's their style like?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Quite-
I know that's the
It's
dreaded
quite-
question, and you don't like to pigeonhole things, but just for everybody out there,
Well, she's got a great voice, like real.
It's quite soulful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Big sounding voice too, and Jason's a real good guitarist. So
Because he's in more of
good
a rock sort of band, isn't he? Like a bit more heavier bands he usually plays in, but then he plays
cool.
with Kim, and they write stuff together. And but yeah, she's got an amazing voice, so they're always good to see.
So will Jason be playing electric or acoustic?
It's acoustic,
it's
isn't it?
usually acoustic.
Yeah, and he
yeah.
does. He sings as well. So it's more of a duet thing as well going on with them a bit.
So just the two in the band?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're always good value. Good to play with them and get with Kim. Have a few beers with Kim. Was that it, isn't it? That's all
Yeah,
it was?
Yeah.
That's it.
So Profit Motive. What was that last one you mentioned?
Airs and
Airs and
Disgraces.
Disgraces.
You guys, of course, Jim Jones of the People's Temple, and Liberated Squid. Looking forward to you guys and Liberated Squid, of course. For me, having seen you guys before and coming from the rock background myself, especially with Liberated Squid.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? What was I going to ask you? Have you done? So you've done a lot of local gigs, mainly at the Incubator, eh?
Yeah.
Have you done any out of town gigs?
We've done Paongaroa and Whakatane. But that's
That
about
was
it.
right, yeah. Tony, yeah. That was quite a funny gig.
That was good. Actually, we did both of those in one day. Paongaroa was the
that's right,
afternoon,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we played the Funky Lizard there, and then we went to Whakatane. But yeah, that's as far as we've gone.
Funky Lizard. That's a cool name for it.
Yeah, it's a cool little bar there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's got a
cafe.
real strong local scene there. Like the owner sings and plays stuff, and they have locals come down there all the time. It's a real good place to go to on like a Sunday afternoon, and it's nothing else around there, but it's sort of out of place where it is, but it works really well. It's a cool little place. all over the
I'm
cafe.
guessing by the name of it that it's sort of like a lounge lizard kind of vibe.
Very much.
Oh, it's not quite that dark, is it? There's lots of weird furniture and
It's art for sale and all that stuff.
art in there. It's like a little maze. It's like a cafe bar. Quite a very
Nice.
Kiwi sort of place, but yeah, there's some real talented people that play in there and just jam and
Nice, man.
turn up and play whatever. It's good.
That's Whakatane, eh?
Pongaroa.
Oh, Pongaroa.
Yeah. Whakatane is a whole different.
It is, yeah.
What was the bar we played in?
I can't remember.
Steamers or something like that. Was it called or
Boiler room?
Boiler Room? Boiler
Is
Room,
that
I
what
think
it's
it was. Yeah, That was quite a funny gig, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
That was the gig that Matt fell over.
Oh, that's right. And before we played, there was this hard out death metal band, and then we go on.
Oh, really?
Went down quite well, though.
It did,
I think the last song went down the best. Is it the T-Rex Hot
Oh
Love?
yeah, we did the T-Rex song "Hot Love," and the whole crowd was singing.
I
it.
think because Super Narco played as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
So we had those guys. Well, Matt's obviously in our band, and we had Rick off of the drums in Super Narco. He jumped up on the kit, so we all had a bit of a jam at the end. So that's quite good fun. That's what we try and do, really. Try and get other bands involved, and we're not really precious about. Well, we're a band. You're your band. You just everyone plays together. It's good. That's how things come together, innit? New ideas, and
Yeah.
this happens at the incubator as well. We end up pissing around and doing strange things on the mic. Yeah, that was a good gig.
Just reminded me. Obviously, you're well suited for live gigging because you that kind of jammy band. And get with the hypnotic acoustic trances that you get into. But have you done any recordings?
Yeah, we've done a 2-piece EP, but we're going to do a full recording with everyone before we end up releasing an EP. So yeah, so as far as an official release goes, we'll wait until we've got everyone's parts recorded, and yeah, so it is in the cards.
Sometime. I'm not sure when.
Sometime.
Yeah.
It goes along with the Jim Jones philosophy.
Pretty much.
Might be a retirement project, that one. Work in progress. Yeah. But it's one of those, want to build on it a bit. Really make it a bit fuller. Because I'm not completely happy with it at the moment. It's not as good as it could be.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, so yeah.
Work in progress.
Yeah, pretty much. And those songs are, I don't know, some of our oldest songs as well, aren't they? The ones we did. But yeah, they're quite big songs and they need a lot of stuff on them. And possibly a video as well at some point.
Yeah, man.
So we got a few ideas for videos. But yeah, needs setting up. Fire might be involved and things like that. So. Someone burning. Not literally alive, but yeah. Along those lines. Professional people, obviously. But yeah, should be good.
Does that mean that if there's going to be people being burnt and stuff, does that mean it's going to be the Charlie song?
Or it could be Demon in My Bed.
Demon in My Bed's probably more like it.
Right.
Or Insane Sleepwalker, one of those.
Demon in My Bed. Tell us about that. Did you write it, Glenn?
Yeah. Well, Aaron did a few of the lines in it.
Yeah,
For
some
the
of the
dirty ones.
Yeah, the cruder lines. In it, but, we did a gap fill in and I was there. Yeah. But yeah, that's like Glenn wrote that one pretty much. Great song. Still one of the favourites, I think. Demon in My Bed. Good lyrics and yeah, good sound as well.
It's
good
a
to play.
blues song with a dark edge to it, really. Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember. You played that at Brewers, eh?
Yeah, we would have played it there.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely. I remember hearing a blues song, and I thought, oh, that's cool.
But yeah, there's a few of those songs that are potentially very good for videos, ideas. So yeah, we've got ideas from already. Actually, it's just got to put it together really and do it.
But that's kind of interesting, eh? Like, there's not too much inclination towards making music videos.
Yeah.
For like local bands and like even like hip hop artists and stuff. I've kind of noticed like, cause like it could almost be like maybe it's like, you know, it's like a dying art or something.
It's weird really because videos becoming easier and easier to do. Obviously,
I know.
Anyone
Yeah.
can buy a video camera now. It's pretty cheap and what you do on your phone if you really wanted to. And it'd still be good enough really for
Exactly.
what comes out. So yeah, there's nothing holding people back from doing a video. It's just obviously, you know, you need to know what you're doing after you've filmed it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
during
that's
you're
right.
filming it. But yeah, it's quite a big project as well, isn't it? Doing videos, so you've got the sound and everything separate. So
Editing's a long process.
yeah, and making it work. But yeah, I don't know. We'll get there. I've played with that side of it, but yeah, we need to get into it.
Definitely.
But yeah, we need to get everyone together at the same time. It's hard enough just doing it for the songs, let alone videos. So
The logistics there, getting everyone
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
that's right.
especially because obviously Matt's in a different band and Storm's now started playing with an all-girl band.
Oh, okay. What's
So
the
she's
name of that?
playing, I don't know what the name is yet.
Yeah,
I don't think they've actually played together yet, but they're going to do it.
Cool.
And she's playing bass.
I suggested Supernaka Woman.
Yeah, that'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? The Mistress. But yeah, we're quite keen to hear what they sound like, so it should be a good experiment for Taronga.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely needs it. Bit of alternative all-girl band.
Yeah, well, it seems to be
Bit of attraction there.
becoming, worldwide. All girl bands seem to be becoming on the increase now. But for me, I particularly seen a lot of all girl tribute bands.
Yeah.
Baz just linked me to a Black Sabbath all girl tribute. I think it was called something like. We're allowed to swear on here.
Yeah.
It's already happened.
I think it's called Savage.
Savage.
Oh, really?
Savage.
Awesome.
And
Yeah,
then there's a couple of Iron Maiden. There's actually two Iron Maiden tribute bands. The Iron Maidens.
Oh, yeah.
And another one with some kind of clever name.
Classic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there needs to be more of that sort of thing around. I think definitely.
Yeah.
There was heaps of good female bands in the 90s there, like Babes in Toyland and L7.
Yeah,
All those
yeah,
bands.
L7,
Yeah, they were cool.
Actual
And the
bands
thing
that
is,
play
like, I
instruments as
think-
well.
There's still some like. Have you heard of like the Butcher Babies? Yeah, like there's like all girl kind of punk like out there like bands, but they're all on the fringe, like,
Yeah.
fringe of the scene.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Butcher Babies are cool though. You should check out this stuff.
Work it.
But yeah, there's some real good, talented all-girl bands around, really.
yeah, for sure.
People
man.
go, obviously, because there's chicks on stage, so that's always a draw for a lot of people, but if they can play as well, it's always a bonus.
Yeah, well, I think the generations that are coming through now, sort of below our generation maybe, are starting to get their hands, like the females are getting their hands on actual instruments more than just singing.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're being encouraged maybe through school or whatever. So, and then they're carrying that on into forming bands, which is great. Maybe they just didn't have the confidence, or they weren't encouraged in the past.
Yeah, it probably push more towards just vocals, wouldn't it? Really look nice and sing,
Vocals, yeah.
which is it's a bit boring after a while.
Yeah.
Especially all girl bands. It's like, Jesus, open up a vein. But yeah,
I
there's
mean,
too many other things around.
Whatever gender you are, I always admire a good musician.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're good at what you do,
Mm.
you get respect for it, don't you? Really, and people appreciate what you're actually doing. Yeah, there's plenty of those around, but unfortunately, the bad ones get to the top.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
TV, if you can call TV the top, but yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, definitely should be getting more exposure. There's a lot of talented people around, even in Taronga. It's quite surprising, really. It's only just come to the surface in the last few years, really, that there's people that aren't actually playing covers or they're just doing their own thing, and yeah, that needs to be promoted.
It
more and more,
does.
really, giving them a bit of a platform to perform, because a lot of people don't even like performing anyway, do they? They're too nervous, or they just didn't think they're good enough to do stuff. And it's like, well, there's plenty of people out there that aren't good enough and they're still doing it. So get on and give it a try.
Exactly, man.
It's a good scene to get into as well. So everyone's always willing to help you out as well. Generally, so it's good. It's a good social scene.
You mean here in Taronga?
It's pretty new, but yeah, like with the Burning Wang and all those guys, it's been a good first time all bands have sort of got together and just supporting each other a little bit and doing gigs together. And
Woodcock, is that?
yeah, Woodcock as well. Yeah. These guys, they've done a real good job for this scene.
Definitely.
There wasn't really one before, was there? So yeah.
No. Would you guys have you played at Woodcock before?
Yeah, two of them, eh?
Yeah, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's always fun. It's good.
So many bands.
Yeah.
So much variety of.
Yeah, yeah. It was
People that I
different this
like,
year
I didn't
again,
even
wasn't it?
know this kind of music existed in this town, near this town, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like those weird costumes, like there was a dude like completely dressed as like a wolf, you know, and I was just like, that's so like, yeah, so
Batman and
it's cool that
Robin and
it's
stuff like that. Yeah,
emerging,
yeah.
you know, that like it's all kind of being like helped and like encouraged.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, there was a guy.
hopefully-
What was he doing? I can't remember which guy it was. But he was completely covered up with just eyes cut out in like a sheet on his head.
Oh yeah,
What was the one he was singing over like Atari music?
that's right.
It was brilliant.
That was pretty cool. There's so many good bands there. You can't even see them all because there's just like all the time there's 2 good bands on at once or 3 good bands on at once.
Yeah.
So
Because they have the main stage and then the chicken coop. Is it? What they
the
call it?
shit
Oh.
cunt sandpit.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yeah. Some interesting names.
Yeah.
But yeah, slowly expanding as well. And I think the last one we did, Woodcock, it was a lot more. They were a bit more onto it. Like they had the sound set up a lot more, and the stage was like a proper stage. And yeah, they definitely put. They have more stuff available this time rather than before. They were shoestring, sort of getting it all together. It all worked well, but yeah, this time was seemed a bit more professional. But yeah, it was good. It was a different sound as well, I thought. Different group of bands, so it's not the same thing all the time. So
Yeah.
and getting people up here from Wellington and Auckland.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was pretty cool.
And there were some really good bands on there,
Yeah,
so
really good.
it was good to see they actually got heard of, and there's people coming down from Auckland. It's like, the hell did you know about this?
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere in Pies Pa, but yeah.
So how many people would there have been
Yeah, I'm not
last
sure.
year
eh?
or this year?
It's probably one of the only festivals where the majority of people there are musicians
yeah.
or in bands that are actually playing there, because there's that many bands playing.
And it was also going like throughout the day, so more people came in. and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah,
right.
and
It
the
got
evening
to,
as
like,
well.
King Missile, which
That's
was-
right, yeah, yeah.
which-
Yeah, it's quite a good
unfortunately,
mix.
I wasn't able to stay for King Missile, but that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah, they were good. They were
Yeah.
good,
Very good.
entertainment. It's like being
That's
watching
an
MTV
iconic-
again.
Yeah, that's iconic.
When MTV was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're always good. Entertaining band there.
Yeah.
And it's at the beginning of the year, isn't it? And end of summer or
Yeah, sometime in February or March. yeah.
February, innit?
In February, yeah.
It clashed with the festival last time, didn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Has he released it? I don't think he's released a date for it this year.
I think it was Valentine's Day last time.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. that was Woodcock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a good day. Good day for it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nothing makes your partner more gladder than taking it to Woodcock.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Something good for you. Treat.
Like, if you have any more questions?
So, yeah, I think that about covers it. Actually, it's been a great interview actually, and we've had a bit of a discussion there about the local Tauranga scene too, with Woodcock and and the scene. So yeah, looking forward to this gig coming up on the 5th of September.
Yeah.
And so, like, where can people find your stuff online? Obviously, you have the Facebook page.
Yeah, pretty much everything's on the Facebook
Yeah,
page.
that's it really. Yeah, because we haven't got anything recorded, so
Yeah.
it's all information at the moment. And for some reason, we got loads of likes from people that haven't even heard us. So they must just like Jim Jones, I think.
And we got abused from a religious lady in America trying to say that
that
we
was
were
right.
making millions off the massacre.
Oh,
profiting
really?
from,
No way,
profiting
really?
from people's loss or something like this.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, go away.
It's pretty funny.
You're looking in the wrong place for that. There's no profit being made here. Although I think I've still got a bit of cash, probably like $90 or something from our combination of gigs. Yeah. Yeah, we're not retiring anytime soon off the back of the band. So
Do you have? I was trying to find a place on the web to listen to more of your music. Have you got that uploaded anywhere?
We just put all our links on Facebook on our Facebook page anyway. But yeah, eventually
Yeah,
we'll
it's not
probably
much, is there?
we'll set up like a SoundCloud or something.
SoundCloud, yeah.
something like that.
Because I
100%.
I was stalking your Facebook page, and the only one I found was the only an Epiphone. Do you have any other ones? Maybe you could even post up there for
We had a Black Dog, didn't we,
people.
as well?
Yeah.
We had a version of Black Dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if we put it up there, did we?
But yeah, we got those. We've got those 2-piece recordings that we can put up.
Yeah.
We put those up.
Yeah, check them out, man.
Yeah.
Time it with the release of this show, this episode.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sweet.
Because you guys have a lot of songs in.
Yeah,
Because you're
a lot of
constantly
songs.
writing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you've just been so.
Yeah,
But I
but
guess it's a matter of
Rotating.
Yeah.
Depends you get a bit bored of playing for a bit, or yeah, it depends on where we're playing as well, doesn't it? Just
Yeah.
change the set to suit, but yeah. A few T-Rexes are usually in there, aren't they?
yeah,
At the end of the night.
A few covers.
Yeah. Not too much, but yeah. Most people don't know who the hell they are anyway, so it's quite, well, the younger generation anyway, just
Yeah.
had a T-Rex. It's like, how the hell do you not know who T-Rex is? But yeah, it's quite funny.
I used to listen to a lot of T-Rex. Haven't listened to them for years.
Yeah, lyrics just rhyme. It's pretty much what his goal was, wasn't it? Really?
Just to
Thanks,
rhyme
but
each
yeah,
line.
just rhyme the strangest lyrics I can do, which works out pretty well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, love it. Love the lyrics.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for coming along to the ARTbopSHOW show.
Oh, cheers for having us.
Pleasure.
And we look forward to the next show. I'm not sure what David's got organised.
Yeah, I don't know, but like hopefully, like we can get more, like more of the local bands here. you know, for,
Yes.
Like, yeah, for like a chat like this, or like maybe even do a special with a bunch of like bands. You know?
Different members from different bands, and just
Yeah.
have like a conversation about the local scene. Or
Yeah.
yeah, that's a great idea. Do you have any luck with All Hail the Fun Killers? Because
Well, like they're kind of like busy right now. I don't know, because they've just been doing like a lot of gigs and stuff.
they've been
so-
gigging a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, a bit of advertising for that band if you guys want to be on the show.
Yeah.
They're good guys anyway. Always good to watch live.
Yeah.
Good
If you-
entertainment.
Yeah, they're a great band, eh? Oh, I really enjoyed them at the Brewers gig, eh?
Mm.
And
She's great.
was it Ant Wars
Yeah,
that
Ant
played
Wars,
us?
yeah.
That's right, yeah,
They
yeah.
were good too.
Mm.
So maybe we could get Ant Wars on the show.
Yeah. Or John Skeen from Supernatural Announcer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Those guys would be up for it, wouldn't they? I think?
Yeah.
And Sabotage,
Sabotage,
eventually.
Yes. Yes, before your debut gig. Before your
Yes.
debut gig.
Yeah, which is a little plug here, which will be around December.
Cool.
Hopefully at the Malwell Centre.
Oh, yep. There's a few things going on there, isn't there?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After that, there's something tonight actually, I think as well. But yeah.
Mm.
it's a good place to play. Have you guys thought about playing there?
Well, we did the poetry thing,
Yeah,
didn't we?
poetry.
Yeah.
But-
But that's when like their like
They've changed it.
panels and like the stuff wasn't fully finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess now they
Right.
I've heard
Yeah.
good things about it though.
Have they put panels around the other walls for
Well-
acoustic?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been there since actually. So, but I plan to go for the Fun Killers gig next weekend. So
Oh, that's at Malwell?
yeah,
Oh man, I'm going to that.
yeah,
Saturday, is it?
yeah. Red Lounge Sessions.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice is playing too.
Alice
Yes,
is
it's
on,
gonna
yeah.
be like Fun Killers, LSC, and I don't know the other lady, but there's one other.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can't remember who
Yeah.
it was, but yeah.
You guys should come along.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We went to
Yeah,
the last
means
Red
to.
Loud session though. That was cool.
Yeah, the Vaudeville one.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it seems to be, that's a good thing. Kick off as well, like the Red Lounge thing, so acoustic sets.
Yeah,
and
yeah, man.
it's slowly happening. People are doing it on their own rather than, because it started out in people's lounges. That's
I
what she
see.
started doing. So
That's
when we were
where
a
the
lounge,
name came from.
yeah. So then they just progressed to moving it into a venue once they had a few more people and got a bit more known. So no, it's definitely it's a good idea.
Mm.
Gets a different crowd along too. So
And is it a sheer coincidence that it's called Red Lounge?
that's nothing to do with me. I think Rachel's stalking me quite that much. Like. But yeah, no, it'd be good if it was. I'll suggest it to her next time I see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, starring role.
Definitely. All right. See you guys next time.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.